Hello, everybody. Wow, that was actually a very, very terrible intro. Hello, this is me yet again, and it's been a while since I've recorded a vlog, and I've just been busy. So, last week I was gone for the MEAC championship tournament. That was a lot of fun, except for, I'm not gonna say anything negative on this video right here, but the venue was very nice in Norfolk, Virginia at Scope Arena. Good to see some really good basketball. I had a media pass, all access, good stunt for good 5 days or so, so that was a pretty good trip. But now that all the conference tournaments are over, it is time to fill out a bracket, and I'm going to do mine right now, and you guys can come with me. So yeah, I usually like to do a paper bracket very first off. I actually ended up doing one online this year, and actually, as soon as I do this one, I'm going to revise it. But I usually like to start in the upper left-hand corner. I mean, it's like a book. Start from left to right. Louisville taking on the winner between North Carolina A&T and Liberty tonight. I'm only going to do this once, so I need y'all to pay attention. But Aggie Pride? No, I feel actually really terrible about that now. All my A&T fans that go there, I hope you're paying attention and saw this. But Louisville will win, and let's see, Colorado State and Missouri. Well, Missouri did not impress this year, so I'm gonna pick Colorado State. Oklahoma State and Oregon. Oklahoma State they're good. Fun to watch, but also it made me laugh that Oregon, after everything they did this season, only got a 12 seed. But you know, I think I'm gonna pick Oregon to win here. Upset here. St. Louis gonna beat New Mexico State. Memphis will beat the winner between Middle Tennessee State and St. Mary's. That should be pretty good, but I'm gonna pick Memphis. I don't expect them do much, but I'll put Memphis to win. Michigan State and Valpo, no choice there. Michigan State, Creighton and Cincinnati. The Fighting Doug McDermotts should have a pretty good showing this year. And of course, Duke gonna go through. Louisville or Colorado State? It's a good question. Probably pick Louisville. Oregon and St. Louis. You know, I did, the Wall Street Journal had a blind bracket picker. I'll put the link in the description below. And I actually picked St. Louis to go ahead after all of this. And I feel kind of bad that I did that blind picker before I did my paper bracket. But I really don't expect much from Oregon. St. Louis, they play good half-court offense. So I'll pick St. Louis here. Memphis and Michigan State. I'm a Big Ten guy, so I'm going to pick the Spartans here. Michigan State. Creighton and Duke. Duke, as long as they have Ryan Kelly, they're just about unbeatable. So I'm going to pick Duke here. Louisville and St. Louis. Good matchup here. And Louisville has Peyton Siva and Gorgui Dieng. I really think Louisville might be able to out-hustle them here. And they're playing in Indianapolis, which is not even fair. They get to open up. They open up where? In Lexington? They go from Lexington to Indianapolis. It's nothing for them. Michigan State and Duke, another good matchup. I can't look past Duke. Michigan State, they had a pretty good season this year, but they nearly lost to Iowa in the conference tournament, and that's not a good look. So I have to pick Duke here. So this just about does it for the Midwest bracket. I'll fill out my final four after I get done with everybody else. Let's go south. Kansas against Western Kentucky. That's not even fair. North Carolina and Villanova. Carolina, they're just bad this year. They're bad. I'm picking Villanova. Villanova, I am not your Casanova. Virginia Commonwealth against Akron. Hashtag Havoc. Right there. Boom. Havoc. Michigan and South Dakota State. That's a game I'm really, really excited for. South Dakota State has a man who is aptly titled and can only be called a one-man army, Nate Wolters. And you know it's just going to be exciting to see him on the national stage. And he's Jimmer Fredette and Seth Curry. And, you know, they came out of nowhere and were able to light it up. I'm going to pick Nate Wolters here. South Dakota State. Shout out to the Jackrabbits. Alright, UCLA and Minnesota. Again, Big Ten guy, but I really have a lot of faith in Trevor Mbakwe and crew and Big Tubby Tubby. So I'm going to pick Minnesota in the upset. And Florida against Northwestern State. Florida is very good, except for when they're not. But I'll pick Florida there. San Diego State and Oklahoma. I got to give it up to San Diego State. The Mountain West Conference really showed up this year. Did very well. Georgetown, I actually had them pinned in as one of my #1 seeds for a while, but they hit that rough patch, including a loss to Villanova. And they didn't do so well in the well, they did pretty well in the conference tournament. They lost to Syracuse. They just fell apart against Syracuse. So, but still, I'll pick Georgetown here. Indiana playing the winner between Long Island University, Brooklyn, and James Madison. Really? Yeah, I gotta pick the Hoosiers. Indiana, North Carolina State against Temple. I'm holding out hope for the Wolfpack, even though they have been nothing but a pack of disappointment this entire season. CJ Leslie, make your free throws. UNLV against Cal. I'm picking UNLV. Syracuse, very good team. They'll beat Montana hands down. I'm going to say these things, and I'm going to watch in the first day with my head held in my hands like this while I watch all of my picks go down, especially when you have a Final Four team go down like North Carolina State last year. I don't want to revisit last year. Last year was bad. Butler and Bucknell. Butler gets to play in Lexington. I think that bodes well for them. So I'm going to pick Butler here. So my camera battery actually died there. Yeah, so I had to wait for it to finish charging. So yeah, Marquette, #3 against Davidson. I really like Buzz Williams. Pro tip, his name is not Buzz Aldrin. There you go. #7 Illinois against Colorado. Really, there's no question on who I'm picking here. I really wish we had had a better season. Well, we finished with over 20 wins, but there was a lot to be desired for this season. But, yeah. And then Miami against Pacific at the bottom of the bracket. Let's see here. Going back to the top. Kansas against Villanova. Kansas, I think, just has too much firepower. Virginia Commonwealth against South Dakota State. I don't think the Rams have enough. Well, yeah, I do think the Rams have enough in them. So, #Havoc continues. I really just like writing that down. Havoc. Minnesota against Florida. Should be a really good matchup. Florida 3 against Minnesota 11. The Gators, when they're hot, but when they're not, they really struggle. And Minnesota, I actually think, might be able to get away with that one. So I'm going to pick Minnesota here. San Diego State against Georgetown. Georgetown easily. Minnesota against Georgetown. I like the Gophers because the Georgetown only has Otto Porter. I'm picking Minnesota. And just so you know, as soon as I put in my national champion, I'm done with this bracket. I'm not gonna erase, and yeah, it's just gonna have to roll. So this is fun. Kansas against Havoc. Oh, man, I wish VCU had enough in them. I'm going to pick Kansas here. I really don't like doing this, though, but I'm going to pick Kansas. Indiana against North Carolina State. It's a family affair yet again, for those who don't know. Mark Gottfried is cousins with the Harbaugh brothers, and Tom Crean is married to one of the girls in the Harbaugh family. So it's a family affair yet again. But North Carolina State, they've just, like I said, pack of disappointment. So I gotta pick, unfortunately, the Hoosiers to advance here. UNLV against Syracuse. I'm gonna pick Syracuse here. However, I really hope they don't let me down. They have a tendency to do that. Butler and Marquette, good matchup here. Actually, yeah, they're gonna be playing together in their own conference next year. How about that? Wow. That's good implications for that matchup. I'm going to pick Marquette, though. Marquette. Yeah. Illinois against Miami. Yeah, Miami's going to run all over my poor Fighting Illini. Miami over Marquette. And Indiana and Syracuse should be a good game. I like the Fighting Victor Oladipos. And for those of you who don't know, that's Indiana. Alright, time for me to get to my West bracket, which you see is conveniently still empty right here. Actually, that was probably too close. Here, you can see. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I don't have a screen I can look at. I'm just guessing here. Gonzaga against the Jaguars of Southern. Gotta pick the Zags. Gonzaga. Pittsburgh against Wichita State. Gonna go with the Shockers here from the Missouri Valley. Hopefully they don't let me down. Wisconsin against Ole Miss and Marshall Henderson. Yeah, he's gonna be hella fun to watch. I don't know. If Wisconsin can't contain Marshall Henderson, they're gonna have a really, really long night. But I really hope that doesn't happen. I'm going to pick the Badgers to go on here. But I do expect Marshall Henderson to steal the spotlight. Kansas State against the winner between Boise State and LaSalle. That's going to be K-State. K-State. Arizona and Belmont. I'm going to pick Zona here. Zona. New Mexico and Harvard. New Mexico. Shout out to the Mountain West Conference. Notre Dame and Iowa State. It's actually going to be a very, very good game that I'm looking forward to. My heart says Notre Dame, but my head says Iowa State. But Iowa State is not that great away from Ames. Oh, man. I'm going to pick Notre Dame here. Notre Dame. And then Ohio State's gonna beat Iona. Ohio State. Okay, the Zags against Wichita State. Gonna be the Zags. Wisconsin against Kansas State. Wisconsin's gonna slow this game down to a crawl. And I'm gonna pick Scotty here. Scotty. Zona and New Mexico. New Mexico, they're the larger seed, but I've also haven't seen them play all season, which is a crying shame with the amount of time that's spent watching NBC Sports Network, and I haven't seen New Mexico play. But they're the higher seed, quote, quote, higher seed, so I'll pick New Mexico. Notre Dame and Ohio State, it's gonna be the Bucks here, which I don't like at all. New Mexico and Ohio State, yeah, it's gonna be Ohio State. The Zags in Wisconsin, I think Gonzaga has way too much firepower for Wisconsin. Pangos, Stockton, Olenek, and crew, they're gonna be able to do okay. Alright, so I'm down to the Elite Eight, which you can see here. And this is where all the fun kicks in. Okay, where do I want to start? I don't want to start anywhere. Okay, we're going to start in the East. Indiana and Miami. It's going to be a good game. Miami, in the big games that they've played, they've gone off to a really slow start, which is actually making me rethink my Miami over Marquette pick. But I still think that's going to happen. But Miami, they get off to really slow starts at times. And if they do that against Indiana, they're going to be doomed. I don't know. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. But I'm going to pick... I'm picking Indiana. don't know. Indiana. Why am I doing this so all y'all can see this and laugh at me? Okay, Indiana. We'll go to the Midwest. Louisville and Duke. Oh, man. Duke with Ryan Kelly. Very good. Louisville without Peyton, well, with Peyton Siva and Gorga Jang. I don't know. I think I have to pick Duke here. Okay. Kansas and Minnesota. Yeah, Kansas will run Minnesota out the building. Okay, so after my camera battery dying twice now, I think I'm ready to finish this. Actually, while I was looking at this thing, I realized that I have, well, let's see. I got Gonzaga being Ohio State, which led me to realize that all my Final Four teams are 1 seeds, and I don't like that at all because it's not supposed to happen. Basically, all my Elite 8 is 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, and then Minnesota sneaking through at 11. Oh man, I might change this around so I have St. Louis beating Louisville. But then if Louisville goes to that Final Four, then, oh man. This is the problem about drawing up brackets, isn't it? St. Louis or Louisville, St. Louis or Louisville, St. Louis or Louisville. Trust your gut. And go with Louisville. I'm gonna leave them in. I don't like it, but I'm leaving them in. Alright, so my Final Four: Duke, Gonzaga, Kansas, Indiana. Duke and Gonzaga. Oh boy. Oh boy. Duke is nearly unbeatable with Ryan Kelly. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Gonzaga. And Kansas or Indiana. Tom Crean scares me. I don't like Bill Self either. I'll probably pick Kansas or Indiana. It's gonna be Indiana. Alright, so Gonzaga is squaring off against Indiana in the national championship. You know what? I got them this far. I'll pick the Zags to go all the way. Alright. This is my bracket. This is sure to go wrong. Put my name on here. D-Y-N-A-M-O. There we go. Put my name on it and tag it up somewhere. This is my sheet of integrity. This is my bracket. I have a picture of it on the blog, and this will also be accompanying my post of the team with the best nickname to win the tournament. Yes. So, hopefully this is edited down to less than 4 minutes because you don't want to see all of this. So yeah, happy hunting. If you want to challenge me, I'll be opening up a bracket pool. You can find it in the description or somewhere in the blog article. So yeah, I'll see you guys at the end of this tournament.